Picture this. You're broken inside. You don't really feel a sense of purpose. You want a message to help you, to stand behind, but you can't find any. You see everyone else around you, they're doing things that are better than you, they seem to be progressing far more than you. But for some reason, you feel like you're in the same place. While everyone's moving forward, you are just stuck in the middle. Everything in your life feels misplaced. This is why I joined the Red Pill. I joined the Red Pill for the same reason that a lot of other young men join the Red Pill. Anybody who knows or is vaguely familiar with my channel knows exactly what I'm talking about. I'm not going to go too much into detail, but here's a couple of videos just in case you want a little bit of backstory. But for the most part, yes, I faced a lot of the same struggles that a lot of other people faced right before they joined the Red Pill. I was looking for something greater than myself, and the Red Pill seemed to have all those answers for me. It was almost as if I had found religion. Like a drug addict who turns to Jesus, I wanted something that can inform me on the answers that I wanted. I know it sounds weird because I myself am an atheist, but at the time it felt good to be part of something that was bigger than myself and did seem to have all the right answers I was looking for. And of course, there were going to be those that hated us, but you know, when has the internet ever been known for acceptance? And a lot of the main channels that I watched back then are either laughingstocks of YouTube or they've just abandoned the Red Pill label entirely. And there is a good reason for that. Over the past couple of months, I've seen more and more hypocrisy in the entire Red Pill. There is a very good quote, it was Hamza who said it, who said if you were to take all of the self-improvement aspects out of the Red Pill, you would be left with nothing but hypocritical degenerates. You would be left with dumb podcasts trying to explain the unholiness of OnlyFans models. And granted, these girls and guys are stupid, they don't represent the entire spectrum of a whole gender. You have scammers who are just trying to preach the same thing they've been trying to preach since day one, or you have people who have never had a meaningful relationship trying to give you advice on how to have one, or trying to tell you how to pull women. And as I did more and more digging, I realized something. You see, one of my biggest arguments against a movement like feminism is something that still annoys me to this day. Feminism pretends that it has a monopoly on equality, that you can't believe in equality without being a feminist. And from that, you have a whole dogmatic belief system. Anything to do with treating the other gender the same, feminism automatically jumps in and says, oh, so you have to be a part of our group in order to do that, which is something that I'm strongly opposed to. People have thought about the genders being equal long before feminism even existed or was even a concept. And in fact, if you start looking back over the past few years, feminism does not seem to want equality, it seems to want privileges that are afforded to women and not men, which does not sound like equality at all. Well, the reason I bring this up is not to just go on my anti-feminist rant, but to show that the Red Pill is the exact same way. It pretends like it has a monopoly on self-improvement, and anyone that opposes it must be against self-improvement in general, as if there is no way you can self-improve without having to label yourself Red Pill. This is when I realized that the Red Pill was not interested in helping men improve, but selling men ways they can improve. Every single Red Pillar nowadays is selling some coaching call or course or something in general, and is basically trying to sell you a lifestyle. However, those who are even labeled as truly red-pilled have already left the movement. We've already seen people like Andrew and Tristan Tate, who are considered the godfathers of the Red Pill, completely disavow it. And even Hamza himself, who I have even said was the only Red Pillar that people needed to listen to, has already said he doesn't identify with the group anymore. And it didn't make any sense to me. Like, why were all these people leaving a group that was about men becoming better and about men becoming not just better citizens, but better people? Well, it had to take an outsider's perspective to see what this movement actually looked like. It looked like a bunch of men getting on the internet to complain about women, while at the same time saying that you shouldn't be constantly focusing on getting women. Yeah, it sounds familiar to feminism. I didn't want a group identity to belong to. And this is one of the biggest reasons I became separated from religion in the first place, because I didn't like a dogma belief system where I had to say, if I believe this, then I have to believe this, this, and this. So why in general did it make sense to leave one dogma just to go and join another dogma? I tell feminists all the time, why do you need a label? Why not believe in equality, vote for the people that you think are the best for you, and just leave it at that? Why do you need to endlessly post on social media about how men are oppressors and how these politicians are the root of all evil? It doesn't sound like equality to me. It sounds like femcells doing the exact same thing that red pillers do, which is endlessly complain about the other gender not doing enough. So if you're truly for equality, why not just dump the feminism label and just say you believe in equality? And it's the exact same thing with red pillars. Why do you need a label? Why do you need to be red pilled? Why can't you just self-improve and just drop the whole red pill label in the first place? Why is it so important to find out the different ways you can manipulate women into sleeping with you? Why do you need to talk for the 300th billionth time about how men need to be leaders? You complain about single moms, yet you don't realize that hookup culture promoted to men by you is what leads to single motherhood. And yes, single motherhood is a problem, and children should be growing up with two loving parents. But that is not encouraged when you're telling young men that they need to be sleeping with a bunch of different women.
A lot of women, you understand how they work and you get better with them.
No, when you f a lot of women, you understand how to f women. That's the only thing you get.
Why don't you instead preach to become better men, so that way the hoes that are all over the place are overshadowed by the good women or the rare women that you actually want to have fulfilling lives with? In short, why don't you just dump the red pill and just become a better man? So this is where I have to say, stop with all the pills. Stop being blue pilled or black pilled or red pilled and just improve. Find advice from people who aren't trying to push an agenda on you, but are instead pushing actual advice that you can benefit from. Become better today. Stop growing up on social media. Stronger, become wiser, take accountability, choose financial freedom, and be kind. All of these should be ingrained into our minds. Thank you for making it to the end of this video. If you like it, make sure to drop down right now. Make sure to subscribe, make sure to leave a like, make sure to comment, make sure to share. Stay safe, stay smart, start taking accountability today. Peace.